For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign of David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Callie, and today's video is going to be part 2 of my clean and decorate with me for Christmas. So today I am excited to show you guys my living room. I'm going to be decorating my fireplace mantle, my Christmas tree, and my entryway table, as well as just some other little nooks and crannies in my living room. So I'm really excited to show it to you guys. I think it turned out really cute. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new so you can see all of my holiday cheer coming up in the next few weeks. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I had my husband bring up our tree stand as well as our tree from our basement, and we're just going to put it together here. Our tree stand, I saw a picture on Pinterest a few years ago of this tree stand that had this toy train going around it, and I thought it was so beautiful, and I knew with his woodworking skills that he could make it for me. So last year he made it for me, and I am still in love with it. I think it's the cutest thing ever, especially when we get the train tracks and the train on there. It's so precious. And so here we're just kind of fluffing up the tree, making sure everything works. And then me and my oldest, Nola, are going to work on decorating our tree. Here we're just using some red beads that I got from Hobby Lobby. We're going to string those all the way around from top to bottom. And then we are just going to work on decorating the tree as we see fit. So we started just kind of putting our ornaments on our tree. I love traditional looking Christmas trees with reds and golds and whites. So I decided just to keep that theme for this year. Those are the colors that I'm going for. I also like to throw in a lot of sentimental ornaments as well. So we have a bunch of those in our tree too. And then once we're done putting ornaments on, I'm going to go back in with this tinsel that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I think it's like tinsel garland. It comes in a really long, like 9-foot long strand, but I like to cut it into pieces and kind of use it as a filler in my tree just to kind of cover up any holes that you may see. So that's what I'm going to go through and do here. I also love this because it reminds me kind of like snow, and it matches with the white on our tree stand as well. So I think it just kind of coordinates along with the tree and looks really nice, and it fills in again any holes. And then once I'm done with this, I am going to go ahead and start working on the top of our tree. I bought these really pretty big jingle bells from Hobby Lobby, so I'm going to put a few of those up on the top, as well as a few cranberry picks up there as well, just to kind of tie all the red together at the top of the tree and make it look really pretty up there.
Although
So then I decided to move on to decorating my coffee table. I really liked the way that I did it last year, so I'm going to kind of mimic that as well. If you find in your home that you've decorated an area the year before and you really, really liked it and you've played around with it and just can't quite figure out how to decorate it, just go back to what you did last year. I like to look at old pictures that I've posted on Instagram of what I've done the previous years. It's also helpful just to go back and look at my YouTube videos to see what I did the year before and see if I liked it or not. So I'm just going to stick with what I did last year. It's almost exactly the same. I'm going to put down this little 36-inch runner that I got from Amazon. It's red and white and super cute for Christmas. And then I'm just going to go in with my tray that I use pretty much for all of my coffee table decor. And then I'm just going to come back in with these candlesticks. I'm going to stick little mini wreaths around those just to kind of give them a little bit of festive Christmas cheer. And then I'm just going to work on putting a few other little items in the tray as well. One of those will be my all-time favorite lantern that I bought from Hobby Lobby probably 4 or 5 years ago. I love this lantern and I know they still have it. It's so pretty. I actually used it for my daughter's first birthday party. She had a winter wonderland party 4 years ago. It sounds crazy. She's going to be 5 this year. When I was doing her birthday party, I picked out a lot of really fun winter wonderland themed things that now work in my Christmas decor, so it's perfect. But it is, again, my all-time favorite lantern, and I know they still have it. Every year I think about buying a few more just in case they ever get rid of it because I adore it. So I'm going to just kind of play around with some of the items here and see what I like. And I'll show you the finished product at the end. Of course, got to have a Bath & Body Works candle in there, but I'm just going to kind of work this and see what I like, and I'll show you the finished product at the end.
Always, always, ooh. But under the stars, I close my eyes and think of you. Although you're far away, we're under the same stars. Always, always.
So moving on to probably my favorite place in my living room to decorate is my fireplace and my mantle. Growing up, I always wanted a fireplace at Christmas time because, of course, that's where Santa comes down. And so I never understood where Santa came if you didn't have a fireplace. And so growing up, I always wanted one. My mom used to tell me that Santa could come through the walls, which really freaked me out. I did not like that. I think one Christmas Eve, I stayed up all night long just like looking around my bedroom because I was just so terrified that Santa was coming through my bedroom wall. Don't ever tell your kids that. It's so scary. But growing up, I always wanted a fireplace. And so now that I have one, it's just so special and fun for me to decorate. And so I'm just going to kind of fluff up this garland. This is from Walmart. I've had it since last year, and the one before this was from Walmart as well. It quit working last year, so I had to go buy a new one, but they work for years and years, and they're easy to kind of dress up if you want. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to add a few little pine cones in here. They were just ornaments from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm going to come back in with some of these red beads that I used on my Christmas tree and finish decorating. So I have finished decorating the garland portion, and I put our stockings up there. That was really tedious because I would make one move and another thing would fall down, but that's part of decorating, right? And so I've got that all up there, and I like the way that that looks. And so now I'm going to work on decorating the actual top part of my mantle where the TV is. So let's get to working on that. So the first thing I'm going to stick up there is this old Holy Night sign, and I got it from Kirkland's a few years ago. I use it every single year. I just think it's so pretty and timeless. So I think I like the way that it looks there. And then I'm just gonna work on like putting little trinkets on each side and kind of playing around with them, playing around with height differences, see what I like where, and just kind of go from there. So I like to kind of like have bigger pieces closer to the TV, so like taller pieces. So I think I might do this nutcracker inside the TV. And then I just have this jar of like pine cones and potpourri. I might move this out just a little bit. And then I'm just going to top it off with this little red lantern from IKEA. It was originally white, but I just spray painted it red. And then I'm just going to add a family photo here in the middle. Okay, so on this side, I kind of like to match the height of the nutcracker, so I'm going to put this little glittery cone tree up there. And then I just have this really pretty lantern from Walmart from a few years ago. A really cute little plaid Merry Christmas sign. Snow globe, can't go wrong with a snow globe. And then I'm just gonna add a cute little pine cone to go up here just to kind of tie in with what I got going on in the garland. Okay, so then hanging from the blanket ladder, I'm gonna put this really pretty mistletoe that I got from Kirkland's a few years back. And I think it's just really pretty sitting on the top of the blanket ladder. I usually like to do a wreath, but for Christmas, I like to put this mistletoe on top of it. And on the blanket ladder, I'm just gonna put this really pretty knit throw to finish it off. So then moving on to our entryway table, I have this little Merry Christmas tin hanging sign that I got from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and we always just kind of hang it from our curtains because I want it to fall down over top of this mirror. And so I always just kind of use our curtain rods to hang it up, which, you know, use whatever you got. But I could not figure out how to get the Merry up above the Christmas. My husband usually does this for me, and I just could not for the life of me get it to sit up higher. And then my husband came home and realized that the S was intertwined with the T, and that's why it wasn't sitting correctly. So we got it all figured out, and I'll show you at the end what it looks like. But then I'm just going to come back in with a few other little items that I just have for Christmas. This little top hat is from Kirkland's. I'm going to add this little tree with some berries in it. And I just kind of played around with this table. I'll show you at the end how it turned out. But I'm just going to kind of play around with these items that I have and see what I like, and then you'll see the finished product here in a second at the end of the video. Alright, so now that I've finished decorating and I've got everything how I want it, I'm going to show you how all these areas turned out. If you have any questions about where something is from, don't hesitate to ask down below. I'd be more than happy to tell you, but I'm just going to kind of let the music play and just kind of give you a little mini tour of how I have these areas set up. They might change from now until my home tour, but for right now, this is how I have them. So enjoy, and I hope this last little bit is relaxing. All right, y'all, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around till the end. Next week's video will be part 3, which will be our dining room. And I'm really excited about that because I get to decorate my new corner hutch for Christmas for the first time. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. Definitely click that subscribe button if you're new and give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also, thank you all to my subscribers who keep coming back and leaving the sweet comments and sharing and liking. I really do appreciate it, and I love you all so much. I pray that you guys have a good rest of the week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.